So Lexi and I got denied for the apartment, but not because we've ever skipped out on rent, but because of our...
Hello.
She's excited. She's in a good mood. Tell them why, babe.
We're on our way to do a tour for an apartment.
Hold on.
Hold on, he's closing the windows. We're on our way to do a tour for an apartment. It's like 5 minutes away from where our daughter lives, so not too far, which means same distance for work and everything, so it's good. Prices are good, so we're gonna go check it out. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited. I wish I can help. I wish there was something I can do to help. But
Yeah.
I applied to yet another job, a work from home remote job.
Overnight.
Oh, it's overnight. So I'm hoping the fact that it's overnight, that not a lot of people are interested in it, that, you know, they're like, oh, well,
Got a good shot.
yeah. Like, I'm up most of the night anyway. Usually I don't fall asleep till about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning anyway. So I don't know about you guys, but I hate GPSs. They send you to the wrong place. It's like, oh, turn here. And then you're like, dude, there's nothing there. Like, I'm looking at the office and it's taking me all the way around. I'm like, and I have a personal vendetta against GPSs ever since I started delivering food. Like, you wind up in the wrong place. It's telling you, oh, you're here, and you're like, or like it dropped me, or I don't know how many times the GPS would like stop me in the highway or on the road and be like, you're here. And I'm like, I gotta be quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
One eternity later.
Okay, so they didn't have anything to show us because they were full, but they showed us like on a computer, like a virtual tour and stuff. So we have three options. There's a studio, which, you know, worst case scenario, that's what we'll take. But then there's a standard, and then a slightly bigger one bedroom. There's a standard one bedroom and then a slightly bigger one bedroom. Ideally, we would like to get into the bigger one bedroom, but being that Lexi is the only one working, that makes pricing an issue. So, I mean, if I was working, I would definitely say we're taking the one bed. We're gonna go with the bigger one bedroom, just because, you know, we're gonna be there for a little bit. You know, you want to be comfortable. The other issue is that some of these apartments are on the third floor, and again, you know, while we're not, you know, senior citizens,
We're not spring chickens either.
we're not spring chickens either. So going up and down, and, you know, thinking about moving in, and then having to walk Harley, because, you know, there's an apartment now, so there's no closing the door. You know, there's no backyard. So that's a concern, but, you know, we'll do what we have to do if we have to do it. So we're gonna decide, you know, what we want versus what we can afford, and ooh, first floor. Ooh, I like it already.
I'll let y'all just look around, because like I said, I don't think I got to give you a tour.
Thank you. Oh.
No, it's the same.
These look like, right?
Yeah, it looks.
Exactly the same.
I think I made this down.
This was the layout of my brother's apartment. My brother lived in 122.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
Same exact layout.
they were nice. I liked it. I liked it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. And then the bathroom was in there. It was the bedroom.
Closet.
The washing. Why did I just leave my glasses?
Right here on the counter.
Oh. And then the wash and dryer was in the hallway, right? Yeah. We are at, it is the end of the day for Lexi. Well, it will be in the next 12 minutes. So we came to pick up and I brought the princess. See? Well, she's stressed because she knows where she's at. She recognizes this place already. So she knows that her mommy is in there somewhere. Right, baby? Lexi popped up from a direction that neither one of us were expecting. And when Harley saw her, she went berserk. Like, Lexi popped up in that truck right there. That Penske truck. Right there. Like, they came rolling up. I don't know where they came rolling up from, but they came rolling up. And Harley was looking at the window, and when she saw her mom, like, whew. I am Harley's spare human. Now, don't get me wrong. I know my baby loves me. Like, Harley loves me. She fights for my attention all the time. But Lexi is her human. And if you're a dog person, if you're a dog lover, if you have fur babies, then you understand what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. Like, there's always the human and then the spare human. And I'm the spare human. Even though I'm the one that paid for her and I'm the one that went and got her and brought her home, none of that matters to Harley. Oh, none of that matters. Sorry. Lexi says that Harley is the greatest gift I've ever given her. Like, Harley is, like, she loves her mom. Like, that is her human.
Today's the day after our application for the apartment that you guys already know we applied for, and yeah, it's a little, what do I want to say, disheartening,
Disheartening.
right? That's a good way to put it, without, saying all the curse words we want to say. Excuse me. But we got the results and we were declined. And
Declanazo.
yeah, as my ex-daughter-in-law would say, declanazo. We didn't get it. At first, it was like, I was really angry. I was like, oh my God, like, what the heck? Like, why can't we get to that next level? Like, it's just so frustrating. But what's more frustrating is that, they want all of this stuff. Like, they want 3 times, they want you to make 3 times the rent. They want you to have a score of 750. They want you to have no credit, issues whatsoever. And, unfortunately, that's not where we are. And even when we were good, that wasn't where we were.
Well, I feel like apartments, they look at your consumer report as some, as far as like credit cards and stuff like that, and other stuff, and they judge you based on that, and it's crazy because I think all of us could agree that if times were tough, if you wound up in tough times, like, you'd pay your rent before you'd pay your credit card, right? Like, if money got tight, like, the first thing I'm gonna not pay is them credit cards, because to pay my rent, So the fact that they're like, well, you have these late charges and this and this and that and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, like, that's what happens when you lose a job,
Like, he literally responded to the message where they sent, because both of us did separate. We had to do separate applications, and he literally responded back to the denial email, and was like, "That's what happens when you lose your job, genius." I'm like, "Who does that, babe?" But that's my husband. He did it.
I was so mad because, like, if you read the letter, like, it was so, to me, like, it was so condescending. It was like, well, you have this and you have that and so many these and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, I lost my damn job. Like,
Yeah, it's like I said, it's disheartening because like I said, you're just trying to get to a better place, and it's like he said, like they're basing your ability to pay your rent on credit card payments, and it's like, dude, I would pay my rent before I pay a credit card. Like that's just the reality of it. Like the credit card payment, will be late or whatever, but I'm gonna have a roof over my head. So it's a little disheartening. I mean, the search continues, and we're gonna continue to do what we need to do to get our own place, but it's frustrating.
well, let me tell you the bright side real quick. Let me tell you the bright side real quick. So it might be a good thing that we didn't get that here in Fayetteville, because Lexi's hoping that she becomes the property manager of the in her job at a different location in a different city. So the fact that we didn't get it, and if she gets that position, which we feel like there's an 85 to 90% chance that she's gonna get it. Even her trainer says that more likely she's gonna get that position. Then that position is 30 minutes away. So the fact that we didn't get it and not be locked into something and then have to drive, the possibility of driving. So maybe that was God saying, hey, this is not the one for you yet, like, because I got bigger things for you. So that's how I'm looking at it. And Lexi and I talked about it briefly about when I find a job, like where do I look for a job, because we only have the one car. So I can't, it'll be tough to have to drive down here, and we're living somewhere else and she's working somewhere else. And so that's where we're at. Sometimes life doesn't go the way we hoped it would. We thought that this was our moment, but the door closed. And I'll be honest, it's frustrating and it's scary at times. But what I've learned through this whole process is that everything happens in God's timing. His plan is always better than ours, even when we can't see it yet. So instead of looking at this as a loss, we're choosing to see this as part of the journey. Maybe even protection from something we couldn't see coming. All we can do is stay patient, keep moving, and trust that when the right door opens, it'll be bigger than anything we ask for.